Hi, this is Roy Prevost, and thank you for attending this particular part of the video. And this video is about your platform skills. Now, depending on what your expertise is, whether you're in Toastmasters or whether you're an accomplished speaker, platform skills on a cruise ship are a little bit different than normal. For instance, you're in the edutainment business, which means that you give a little bit of education and a fair amount of entertainment. And that entertainment is not, you're not a comedian, nor am I. So how I try to do it is, one of the top secrets, and I would suggest you write this down, is to be self-deprecating. Which means is that you talk about your own foibles. Now in my case, my wife is usually in the audience, so I get some reassurance from her that I'm actually have all these foibles, and it's true, I do, as we all have them. And the audience can immediately connect to that, that you're just one of them. So that's part of the entertainment. The other part of it is that you are a historian and a storyteller. So what I do is I typically find in any story that I'm doing a human component to it, meaning that for instance, it might be a pirate. And so you take that pirate and you run it through the presentation. And so usually you can find something about that person and build around that. So that adds a component of the edutainment. So it's kind of like, you're not giving a lecture in the traditional sense, you're giving valuable information, but you have to remember, these folks are on holiday, so they're on vacation. They're not there to learn heavy-duty stuff. They're to get some topical information that they can take back to their dinner in the evening and sit down and say, well, we saw that speaker today, and did you realize X? And then they talk about that. So that's part of the platform skill that you need, is the combination of education, entertainment, and not being too heavy about it. Now, here's the next point that I want you to write down, is you never ever do the full research on your topics until you have been given permission by the cruise that they're going to hire you. So in other words, what I found the mistake that some people do is they say, okay, we want to go to South America, and so I'm going to put these presentations together, and I'm going to display that to the cruise ship. Well, they may not like your titles. So what I suggest is that you choose your particular cruise, then you choose your titles that are catchy and inspiring, and you say, okay, I want to go to South America, to these ports of destination, and I want to, these are the titles that I'm going to be using, and then if they say, yes, you're in, then you do the research and you go back and you put that together. And that's part of the process, of course, of building these presentations for that. Now, there are two kinds of presentations. One is enrichment, and the other one's destination. So the enrichment one is kind of generic. Like we have a presentation that we do called The History of Cruising. That can go on any cruise ship, anywhere, anytime. So we do that one as an enrichment one. A destination one could be when you arrive at a specific area. For instance, when we go to Hawaii, we do something around Hawaii specifically, so that's kind of a destination talk. So that's very important. So these are the kinds of things that are very important to give you a kind of an idea around platform skills and how you create the presentations and how you put them all together. And so in the next video, we'll be talking about how to get approved, what to say to the cruise lines, and all that kind of thing, and a couple of other things too. So, in conclusion, platform skills, edutainment, don't research your titles before you actually have been approved by the cruise line, understanding that your titles have to be inspiring and catchy, and the difference between enrichment and destination talks. So, on to the next one.